Hello students. After doing the all the principles of Taylor and Fuel, significance of management principles and the nature of management principles, a little topic is left for this chapter, that is the Taylor's principles versus Fuel principles. I'm not in a position to say that only Taylor's principles can be applied in an business organization or only Fuel's principles can be applied in an organization. Both principles are complementary to each other, as well as they are contributing lots to the knowledge of management, which is the basis for practice by the managers. So let us have a look on the differences between the Taylor's principles and the Fuel principles. So if you are able to see that Henry Fewell's principles and F.W. Taylor's principles. What is the perspective of being used these principles, Henry Fewell's principles? Henry Fewell's principles, these are mainly concerned with top level of management, because I have told you that the Henry Fewell has given the general principles of management which were basically applied in the field of administration, or you can say the top level, that they describe how the work will be divided, how the authority and responsibility will be utilized. To some extent I can say that these principles were used in top level of management, whereas F.W. Taylor has given its principle while practicing or while doing the task, and the completion or implementation of task is done at the floor level. So F.W. Taylor's principles are mostly applied on the floor level of a factory. Unity of command. So Henry Ford was the strong follower of the unity of command. He said that one person should be commanded by one boss. But F.W. Taylor didn't feel that. He said that it is very important to work with the functional foremanship. And if you remember, in a functional foremanship, a worker gets orders from the aid specialist. The next is applicability. Henry Fewell's principles are applicable to each and every business organization, but normally F.W. Taylor's are applied to those where the production work is going on. Generally, I'm saying generally, but the principles, and these are the universal applicability. Wherever we see the Taylor principle can be applied, so we will apply the Taylor's principle, but generally the Taylor's principles are applied in the field of production. Basis of formation, that Henry Fewell's principles, these are formed on the basis of personal experience, and F.W. Taylor's principles are formed on the basis of observation and experimentation. The next is focus. Henry Fewell's focus was to improve overall administration, and F.W. Taylor's focus was to increase productivity. Personality. The Taylor's personality was like a scientist, but Henry Fewell's personality was like a practitioner, that he used to practice at the top level management. That's why he developed the principles of management. Expression, that Henry Fewell's principles are generally known as general theory of administration, and F.W. Taylor's principles are known as the scientific management. So it's all for this chapter. We will start with our third chapter next, that is business environment. Thank you.